you are seeing this report live, you are attending the latest live edition of the Raw Report on my channel. I am Ultra Maximus, your most humble host. Thank you for joining me. If you are here in the live chat, go ahead and say something. Let me know that you're here. I'd love to hear and see who's all joining. If you can't hear me over the music, give me just a second. There we go. You should be able to hear me. What's up? And the music is like an 80s B action movie, and that is exactly true. That is exactly what it's supposed to feel like. It's supposed to make you feel awesome. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining. We got Darth Lopez. We got Richard. We got Flash by Night. Beta Ray Brian. Man, there's all sorts of heads up in here. Hey, thank you guys for joining for this Raw Report. Definitely can hear you. Okay. See, this is what I like. I'm getting better at this digital mixer up in the StreamYard thing. So, the Streamlabs thing that I got working on here. And, of course, my 100-pound shepherd just likes to beat down my door. So, don't know if the microphone's picking that up, too. But, hi, buddy. I'm live. No. You got to go. Get out of here. Anyway, hope you all are doing very well on this wonderful Warrior Wednesday. I have already completed my rounds at the LCS. Am back and getting ready to get the presser final touches put on. But I want to go through a read pile, and before I get to reading some more of these books and presenting you guys the information, I got a couple weeks worth of pickups to kind of cover, so it's kind of like been time. So let's not beat around the bush. And thank you for joining Perpetual Comics. Let's see what we've got here. So we're gonna split screen it and gonna load it up. So yeah, today, Warrior Wednesday is another Warrior Wednesday, but it is 3/3/21. So I want to thank you all again for joining for this live stream. And if you are watching it on a rewind, don't forget the like button, hit the subscribe button, but also don't forget when you click that notification bell, you want to click all. I keep on hearing about people that don't get notifications for when I go live, and they're very upset because they're like, man, I'm missing out on things you got going on, and I really don't want that to be the case. So make sure that is kind of taken care of and addressed. And other than that, guys, let's see what the Raw Report brings us today. So, how big's the stack? So the stack's kind of big. It's 2 weeks worth of books. It is 2 weeks worth of books, and they are all highlighted. So, yes. And who we got there? Blue-green artifacts, Mr. Ultra, I presume. Well, guys, I'm gonna rock this one off the gates with a one that you would probably expect me to be picking up, and of course, this is the Transformers Beast Wars number 2 retail incentive variant, and this is the one that has Optimus Primal versus the Dinosaur Megatron on there. There's a people are going to asking for I don't know. Dr. Lovebox, is that every variant for Noctera and every variant for Berserker? Is that you're expecting me to pick up? No, but I got some mail calls on that first one, so we'll have to wait and see what that one shows up, huh? But the next one, apparently the She-Spawn cover was the one to have of 315, and this one, of course, I did pick up last week, but I didn't tell anybody about what I picked up. So I like this set. And I don't know how you guys feel about it, because the first print probably was a little bit underwhelming when it comes to the artistically inclined, but I'll tell you, that second print hits. So, Rain Like Hammers, number 1, second print, and then number 2 right here. Now, the guy who writes it also draws it, so it's 100% his book, which is kind of a cool scenario. So if you're into creator, like being very heavily involved in their property, that's probably a book you want to check out. It's also kind of like a dystopian future, cities kind of like roaming the earth, and something about so Beta Ray Brian, is that a good read? So look, I haven't read issue 2 yet, and issue 2 came out last week, but so did the second print of issue 2. I read through issue 1, and it ends with one of the cities that are on Earth in this dystopian future being blown up. But it does say on the cover of issue 2, a super criminal's mind is transferred into a genetically engineered butler. So there is that little sweat. Buddy, I'm live. You got to go. All right. Now, this is one that you guys are going to want to watch the presser later. We're going to talk about this. So, I don't know if anybody else picked up the first print of ENIAC number 1. But, what's up, Aaron Yee? Thanks for joining, buddy. And there is a first print, and then there is a not first print of ENIAC number 1. So, my bill today, I actually had to pay for ENIAC numbers 1 through 4. And, couldn't find it at your LCS because, Richard, if they did not order a certain amount, whatever they ordered, they have to order for issues 1 through 4. So, subscribers, if you pre-ordered 1 through 4, you prepaid today when you picked up issue 1 for all 4 issues. So I was like, man, I spent a lot more money than I thought I would, and I got like one expensive variant and a couple other things. But that one was like a very much caught me off guard type of pickup. So the black label second print is not really necessarily known as a second print, and I want everybody to be aware of that. It's called the later printing. Watch the presser tonight. You're gonna want to tune into that and see what I've got in store for you, because I'm trying to research some information that I got from an LCS today, and again, I don't like doing anything that I can't verify, so I'm trying to verify some information. So tune into the presser tonight, 10:15 p.m. Tales from the Flip Side, and I'll cover more of that. Now, moving on into the DC pickups that I've got, and if you didn't pick up this book, you are missing out, because Damian Wayne right there, front and center in his Not Robin outfit. And it's a wraparound cover. Man, that should have been the one. If that was the 1 in 25 incentive, unlike the other book that they actually used for the 1 in 25 incentive, I don't know. But I also did pick up the Sensational Wonder Woman number 1 variant cover. I like the A cover too, but the A cover was very plentiful and around. Now this one, of course, this one is one of Matina's better ones. So Swamp Thing number 1, the Swamp Thing number 1. This is the Matina variant. Man, these Mylars do really make it really hard to kind of show you guys some of these sometimes, but here we go. So Batman, White Knight, Harley Quinn with the Red Hood Bruce Wayne. Red Hood Bruce Wayne. Very nice. Right? I think so. So, let's see here. Also picked up DC Infinite Frontier number 0. I'm going to read through this one to see how that goes. So hopefully I have some diverse reading experiences for you all tonight when you tune into the presser later over on Flipside. Now, all of those books, I believe, were purchased at the LCS. Now, everything else that I've got going forward in here is going to be the Marvel stack. So, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty healthy Marvel stack from what I'm looking at. So there's going to be some things that I'm going to be getting via mail, and it's going to be like, oh, that's cool. And then there's going to be some things that I also get via Walmart packs, it looks like. So, I'm hoping, let me see if I can kind of organize. That one's a mail call. That was LCS. That one's LCS. So let me see if I can pull apart some of the mail calls that I got, because that's where it's at. So in the mail, these 2 bad boys. So let me show you this one first. This one, even though it is a comics exposure variant, it is still a New York Comic Con variant, and as you guys know, a little something going on with this character right now in Avengers, so I guess you could say I'm specking a little hard on her, but that's, as you guys know, this is the first appearance of the Phoenix 1 million BC, and as we are finding out, we're finding out more and more and more about the Phoenix being Thor's mother. So, I sped read through the Avengers book today, so I'll be getting back on that one later tonight. This is a booger of a book to find because somebody bought out all the copies and is the only one with them left for sale, and I got a $2 discount. So I'm passing that on. He will reject offers anything more than $2 beneath his opener. Almost got the full set, though. Working on the full set. Of course, I had to pick this one up just because it is a wicked-looking cover with the American Kaiju being all symbioted out. And this is, of course, Planet of the Symbiotes number 2. And then when Symbiotes number 2 dropped, they also gave us a Planet of the Symbiotes number 1 second printing. So I picked that one up, too, because, of course, it's got the return of Cortland Cassidy as a new symbiote guy. So I'm loving these Sousa variants, and I'm getting a bunch of them. So I think they're actually mismanaged through here, so they're all random. So this right here again is the Sousa X-Men number 18 variant, and I got Beta Ray Bryan saying, "Nice cover. I picked up those Art Adams Legacy number 1s when you shared the knowledge on that." Hey man, I'm glad, because if you're a fan of them, and if this Phoenix really is spec worthy, I mean speculation's a risk. So if you're trusting my spec, I thank you for trusting the same risks that I'm personally taking with my own money, because I spec on the books that I buy. I buy the books I spec on. So if you see me specking on a book and you see me buying the book, you obviously know I believe in the book and that I'm actually, investing myself into it. So, hey, they don't always win, but sometimes when they do, it's pretty cool. Now, continuing on with this theme. Oh, Miles Morales. Miles Morales is so hot right now, right? Well, this is the Sousa Black History variant month. Black History Month variant. Yeah. And there was actually something else. Now, because of all that going on, there is... Oh, there they are. Got me some of these Marvel Voices Legacies. So these are the ones that have Monica Rambeau on it. So I'm really digging that. However... this appears to be the one that everybody is going crazy about over, right? And I want to remind everybody about some things. So this Marvel Voices was an open order variant, and yes, there is some very cool things happening inside that book, but that's the only cover getting love, and it shouldn't be that way. I think they should all be getting love. However, for all you Miles Morales fans out there, I have a little reminder for you. Maybe a little spec matrix should... the symbol should pop up here, but I don't have that actually rigged into my OBS right now. So, however, I want to remind everybody about this little guy right here. So this is the Marvel's Voices Deluxe Edition, aka second print. And this right here should also be something you pick up if you're into the Marvel Voices Legacies. Good stuff there all around. Now, I broke open a Walmart pack a while ago, and I tossed this book aside, and then I was doing research on some things, and was like, oh, look, it's a Jen Bartel cover. So, Infinity Wars number 6 has a Titania cover by Jen Bartel. But what makes this one special is if you take a look at the ones that you have in your LCS, I think it's the regular cover. This one is a Walmart exclusive with an all-black background, and the barcode ends in 0631. So it's very weird. It's a very, very oddball book. So, yeah. Good stuff in there. And then some more second prints. Some mores. So, we all knew it was going to be short-lived, and I knew it was going to be short-lived too, but Black Cat as the goddess of magic, even if it just for a moment, probably one of those one moments in time. Omit. Speaking of omitting, and if you guys didn't know about this one, I am here to tell you that I attempted to clear them all everywhere I could find them from, but there are just not very many of them around. And even though Mephisto may not be anywhere related to the Marvel Universe as far as are we going to see him anytime soon, I will say this, that Mephisto variant from Doctor Strange Damnation number 1, John Tyler Christopher trading card variant, is not very common. So, and I went looking for some Mephisto variants out there when everybody went Mephisto crazy. Couldn't really locate any of them. So, I did get 2 of them in one order, and unfortunately one of them got smashed and cut, and that was the replacement copy I had to get. So, Merca and Dolfo rounding off the final issue of the Magnificent Ms. Marvel in the 75th issue of Ms. Marvel. So that's very interesting there. And of course, Stormbreaker and her, or Storm Ranger, I'm sorry. Storm Ranger and her are obviously locked in battle there. So it's one of those scenarios. Now, I bought this one for pure 90s nostalgia because I know there's an incentive variant that's a 1 in 50, and I may still chase that in the future. But this right here, Wolverine and Maverick by Kubert. How am I supposed to pass that up? Being a hardcore Wolverine as well as Maverick fan from the 1990s. Shout out to everybody in the Weapon Plus program. Star Wars Dr. Aphra, number 7's second printing. And then some more of these Sousa variants. And I'm trying to, like I said, I am trying to get together the set. Black Panther, number 23, which also has that backup story in the back of a New Mutant that also actually appeared in Marvel Legacy Voices. I didn't know the 3 pages were in the back of that, too. But, yep, they put them in the back of that. So that was interesting. Iron Man with the War Machine Sousa variant. And then we've got Black Panther number 23, the Tedesco variant. And as you guys know, there's some things going on in the back of that one. This one was pretty cool looking, in my opinion. I think this is probably one. It says Captain America on it, and it's got Falcon. And it's a one-shot. It's a number 1. And it's a Sousa Black History variant. So, if you guys didn't know about this one, you probably should know about it now. I believe I've talked about all these variants, but I don't know. If you guys haven't shared me with all your friends, they probably don't know about it. So make sure you are liking this video. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. We are on the push to 400, and that means that there's only 600 more to go before Mel gives away another huge prize giveaway on Mighty Mel V's YouTube channel. It's Drunken Chat. And then, like I said, if you guys get me to 1,000, I'll start giving away books from my personal collection in a giveaway, just because that would be my way of rewarding you guys for getting me to that insanely large threshold. So cover lovers in the house. Right on, man. Hey, dude, we're just going through some pickups. Nothing real crazy. I might tease a little bit of stuff that I'm talking about on the presser tonight, but you're just in time, my friend. Thanks for joining. So one of these Finch 1 in 50s I had to actually pre-order, and it's like they weren't going to get 50 copies. And I was like, I'll get the 50 copies, and they're like, man, we had to bump our order. I'm like, well, if it was that bad, I probably wouldn't have bought it from you. But I supported my LCS. They gave me a good discount on the book. So all well. And, yep, final issue of this 3-issue miniseries. I'll talk about it later. 10:15 p.m. tonight on Tales from the Flip Side. Make sure you are checking that one out. This was bought purely for the cover. So, and so is this. And I have a feeling this is probably going to be a hit just because it's Jenny Bartel. Yeah, the colors are amazing. I mean, the pastel look of them is amazing. And, of course, wearing the Miami Vice like white suit. I can almost imagine her driving a white Ferrari. And then we've got the final 2 books, which is the same book, just different variants. So this one is Avengers number 43, the Cho 2-tone variant. And then there's the 43 regular cover A. I can't help myself. I got 5 of the Bartel, according to James. Hey man, that's a good pick if I was ever seeing a pick. So, let's see, because that's it for my pickups, everybody. But this Raw Report, brought to you again in part by me, kind of hanging out, being a cool dad, stay at home, hanging out with the kid, browsing on eBay, flipping books on eBay. And speaking of eBay, I got some offers on some books, but they're always like really, really low. And I get you guys are trying to buy in really low, but maybe if I knew you outside of eBay, instead of making me pay all those fees. So if you want to know me outside of eBay and outside of YouTube, you can find me in these places right here. This is U1 Maximus is my IG as well as my Facebook. Ultra Maximus at X Ultra Maximus X is the Twitter. And then, of course, you guys are here. But if you need some friends to show up to, please be sure to share the channel so that they can subscribe themselves up so that they too can catch the next time I go live with one of these Raw reports. And, of course, the Spec Matrix, I'm working on them, left and right here and there. I don't have anything that's like really indefinite, really ready that I can tell you about. Because if I tell you about anything, people are going to start guessing and they're going to start cleaning out stuff. So I don't want to do that. I want to wait until I can drop a good Spec Matrix either on Mighty Mel V's channel or at least some in the presser tonight. So we'll see what the presser has in store. And of course, the secret variant is my FOC show. So make sure you are liked and leave a comment. Let me know what you do like and what you don't. But of course, tonight, here's where it comes. 10:15 p.m. only on Tales from the Flip Side. So make sure you are subscribed over to that channel as well. And lots of good stuff going on over there on that channel. We got a ton of stuff going on over there. Tons and tons of content for you. And I want to give a massive thanks to a bunch of people here. First off and foremost, Mighty Mel V for really pushing me to get back into doing the podcasting thing. And of course, don't forget he gets the variant edition on his show exclusively, and that's Friday nights / Saturday mornings. Also want to give a shout out to Wanna Comics and Eric Hurd. Thank you again for everything, and of course the soundtrack here provided by White Bat Audio. So I'm going to retire over to the chat matrix, and we are going to see anything else going on in here. So let's see, chat matrix, boom, boom. We're going to chat matrix it out. So drop me questions, everybody. I'm here. I can definitely answer some of these things. So wow, we got a lot of things lit up in the chat. So we got people in the chat talking about how is Marvel still leading the industry, pumping out content. This is how make mine Marvel. Sure, I mean he's kind of right. So what's good, everybody? Oh yeah, I mean, and Aaron Yee. So one of our fellow Flipsiders. Branching out and doing comic book food chain with stars, Frank Gogol, John Boy Myers. Man, you got your first episode crushes anything that I do on this channel, so don't even sweat it. What did I think? Everybody go subscribe over to Comic Book Food Chain. They got giveaways on top of giveaways, and you really need to be following that one because it's wild stuff, man. And James says, it's weird how those show covers are kind of meh individually, but they look great as a set. It's the same thing. Darth Lopez, I really don't think you want my opinion on X-Men Demon Days. I am not a fan. Not a fan. So easy they stopped gatekeeping for brick and mortar stores. Boom! See, there you go. Anyway, guys, I really want to thank you all for tuning into this one. This has been an excellent Raw report, but of course the goods happen in other places. So make sure you are checking out all the great content on YouTube. And as I polish the show and I get really, really good at this, I definitely want to start highlighting more things, more other channels for other people. So first one was, of course, Aaron Yee in Comic Book Food Chain. Then I got Richard asking me a question here. He found a random dollar book, Age of Heroes 3 of 4, had Blue Marvel on either cover with Taskmaster and Squirrel Girl. I haven't read that Age of Heroes. I'll have to check it out just to see what's in it. But reach out next time, or on the presser. We'll see. Yeah, you know how many copies? Did you guys see how many copies of America I picked up this week? Thank you, Perpetual. I really appreciate you tuning in live. And of course, as you guys also saw, Demon Days. How many copies did I take home from my LCS today? They were bagging them up though, so they were putting together a 3-cover variant set. So shout out to one of my LCSs, the Collective here in Altamont Springs, Florida, neighboring town to where I live. and they're not too far away, so it's not terrible. But if you are not from the Central Florida area, they're going to be far away from you. But yeah, so all that stuff, man. There, Demon Days, we'll see. But again, I'm opinionated. I have a very truthful tongue that I can't stop from saying things that I believe. Sue me. But anyway, 91 Purple Raven, Lucas Fashina, thanks for joining. Richard, thanks for joining. Darth Lopez, everybody else in the live chat, I really, really appreciate you guys checking this out. So on that note, we are going to get out of here. Where is my... there we go. Full screen. Full screen. We're going to crank up the tunes. I'm out.